I don't care what kind of skills you got. You can have the best skills in the world. If you got heart and you keep going, I'm going to teach you how to throw the punches. And that's what we got. We got heart. The gym is just like, I can't even really explain it because it means so much. Without the gym, I'd probably wither away and die. The kids are like a godsend, because without them, I think I'd have gone really old really fast. They sort of, in a way, keep me healthy enough to keep moving, Oh yeah. We started a little boxing club in a little room across the street. They liked what we were doing, so they started looking around for a bigger building. So they found this place. I had some equipment. We put up the ring. I pulled out some heavy bags I had. So that's how Mendez Boxing got started.
In order to be on the team, you have to earn it through hard work and dedication inside and outside the ring. And I think that's what Mendez Boxing is about. I think that's Heron's dream, is just to create better lives.
The faster you hit this ball, the faster it's going to go. So
That's the reason why I started training fighters, for the love of it. I couldn't get it out of my system. It was just something I had to do. It just kept driving me.
I really like working with Heron because he's all about the kids. And it's really good to see somebody so selfless.
We're actually a really great team. I love Jake, man. I tell him things, I show him things, and he teaches them. He shows them.
Okay, and then go back to moving left again.
I love the fact that I can give back to kids because I was a troubled youth, and I made a lot of mistakes myself in life. And I'm able to help guide the kids and know what they're going through. But the main thing is that I really care about all these kids.
This kid's a lot bigger than you, dude. Okay? He's also 3 years older than you, but he doesn't have the skills you have right now because he's new. Okay? So we're gonna let you spar with him. You better not cry.
We see it in the young kids. The more you work with them, their attitude starts to change. They do better in school. They do better in the gym. They do better in life. Bailey, who brought up his grades from D to Fs to Bs and As because the love of boxing. He has that love like I do. That's what I want. Okay? All the time. When you're not punching, you're making. That's beautiful. That's the moves.
I love the atmosphere. I love just like getting stronger. I love the results. I just love getting punched in the face.
I saw that the first time he came in here.
I walk in the door and Heron was sitting at his desk.
I saw this little redheaded little kid and had this heart and a desire. And I said, yeah, he's going to be something.
He just looked at me and just told me, like, tighten up my shoes. And yeah, I was kind of scared. I don't know. He seemed kind of crazy. Like, but then he ended up being like one of the most amazing people I've ever met. He loves everyone in the gym, just like his own kids.
Started boxing about 2 or 3 years ago. I'm like the fast kid. I've always been smaller than everybody else.
Tony moves really good around the ring, and we just need to work on a few things.
What keeps me coming down here is all my friends here, We all protect each other, and also the good coaches. They're kind of like second parents.
When I first came to the gym, Heron told me right away that, we got somebody special.
I've never seen a kid like Carlos, ever. He was everything you wanted in a fighter. Everything.
Well, it was just amazing, like his speed and agility, just so fit, physical, athletic kid.
When Carlos first came to this gym, he was coming actually to come down to spar, and I saw him shadow boxing, and I just thought he was amazing.
I had an Olympic champion, little Lenny, and he worked him over like I'd never seen anybody work him over before. And I go, my God.
I was really excited, and he was a hard worker from the gate, and I knew he was special right away.
It seemed like the kids had a little bit more motivation. A lot of them wanted to be like him, so they worked a little harder.
Everybody was like trying to be faster and hit the bag harder than him, and kind of motivated all of us. And
He was really like always there for me. He always got your back no matter what.
He was a humble kid, respectful. He put the work in, and he never talked about, I'm going to the Olympics, I'm going to be a world champion. It was us asking the questions, where do you want to go?
There was nothing going to stop this kid. He had so much heart, and drive.
He really believed in Carlos, and we really believed that we were going to take the kid all the way.
I said, the silver gloves is coming up, and he wins. I says, then we got regionals. He wins. I says, Carlos, you're on your way now. All we got to do is win nationals.
January 18th, 2014, it was the same as any other day.
I picked him up in the morning. We came to the gym. Everybody weighed in.
Packed everything into the van, got ready to go.
We were done weighing in. We got in the car. We took off.
We noticed that there was some fog in certain patches.
He fell asleep, and he woke up, and he needed to go to the bathroom. So we pulled over.
Carlos and everybody went in. We all went to the bathroom. And then me and his dad stood outside the store talking.
Everything was fine, We were all happy. Everything was cool. We were joking. And then we got in the car to get ready to go. Got back on, started to get back on the freeway. And that's the last thing I remember.
I heard it that morning. My dad called me. I didn't know much. I didn't know that anybody was hurt. I assumed they got in an accident.
I went up to see Carlos at the hospital. I almost didn't go, but I promised him in the van that I was going to go and see him again. And I went in and I talked to him and I held his hand and I told him I loved him and I told him how proud I was and thank you for being in my life.
Why? Why him? I'm old. I'm 66 years old, man. He was 14. Why take his life? Well, you could have took mine.
I didn't really believe it. It was a weird thing to happen to me.
When I think about it, I feel like it should have been me. And I was driving, so because I was behind the wheel, I felt it was my fault.
The next few days were just quiet. We tried not to think about it, even though it was hard, but we pulled it together and just tried to battle it.
After the accident, it was like my stress reliever. I would punch the bag hard, try to relieve the stress and bring back memories of Carlos.
At first, I thought I didn't want to come anymore. I didn't want to do it. But this is where he was, and this is where he is. I can feel him, and it drove me to come back.
It's helped me because I realize that there's all these kids that still need me. And I know that Carlos would want me to continue to coach.
There's a little bit of Carlos in all of us, and all of the Mendez boxing team who's fighting, I feel like he'll always like be there with us throughout all of our fights and all of our challenges.
I've actually seen a big change in the gym lately. We have a lot of new faces, a lot of new potential, and they're coming in because they're inspired by Carlos' story.
Chris came in with Carlos. I said, oh my God, I got two brothers with two different styles, and they're both great. Chris is a boxer. Carlos was a banger.
I wanted to start fighting because I would watch action movies with my little brother, and then we saw all those fighters, the cool fighters, and we wanted to train like them and be like them. So we started training together, but I stopped for about 3 months.
He didn't have that desire at the time. You know, he came, left, came back, left. And then something happened when Carlos passed away. And Chris came back. And Chris has that same thing his brother did, that desire right now. He works really hard, non-stop.
I feel like they're kind of like my brothers, like everyone in there, because, you know, since I lost mine, they've kind of attached to me, and it's like another family.
I've known all of them for a while now, and we're more than just a team. We're like brothers.
You have the fights this weekend. It's the first fights since the accident, and I think that their inspiration is very prevalent in their heart, and they've been training hard for it.
That's our logo, our fighting roosters. My uncles in Mexico raised fighting roosters. They never quit. They fight till the death. And that's the thing about a fighter, you know, a real fighter never quits. He keeps going.
I think this weekend is going to be a good show. I think Anthony's going to come out with the fury that he hasn't had before.
I think it'd be like more than just a fight. We want to represent Carlos, you know, and he was always such a good fighter, and so we got to represent him. We got to win.
Throw punches and move. Don't bend down so much. Throw straight shots to the body too. Okay, straight shot, boom, boom, then up to the head.
The next time you get him in the corner, don't let him step back. You stay on him and make him get out of the corner. You're pressuring him and he's folding, okay? Back to the middle!
Just stay away from him, throw combinations.
Winner of this bout is Anthony Cruz out of
That's the goal, is to win. And I think the smile on your fighter's face after winning, it just is really touching.
Let's take some pictures. You gotta put your arm around him.
How's that smell?
They're winners just to be able to get into that ring. Takes a special kind of person to walk in that ring and know that they're going to get beat on. And I'm proud of every one of them.
Try to untuck it. No, that's perfect. So it's supposed to look like.
I'm hoping this will relieve some of the pain that's there. You know, I don't think it'll ever go away, but it'll help because Carlos would have wanted us to continue to go forward.
And I want to say a special prayer for the Perez family, Lord. Just let this fight be an honor to them, and let this be a dedication to them, Lord.
It's always going to be there for everybody, that drive. You want to win for everything that's happened. You want to just like let out all the pain.
Something happened when that guy hit him, because he only hit him once, and then that was it. He never got tired. He just kept hitting the guy. You know, he hit him so hard that his headgear flew off.
8 count felt like it went like by so fast, and then like right when he went like this, my heart just dropped. I just felt this feeling I've never felt before.
Another one? What's this?
I didn't want anybody to think that we were going to just quit, and we're still here. You know, we're heading towards the Olympics again.
How do you set up your favorite combination? Think about all that.
That means a lot because Carlos used to fight, so it's like me being in his position.
I feel sorry for the guy he fights, because he's gonna beat the crap out of him. He should honor his brother really well.
I think you're tired. No, you're not.
That was a knockdown, and that was a good battle. I mean, they pounded each other, you know. He didn't quit, kept going. And that's what you want in a fighter.
And the winner for this round is Chris Lopez.
Yeah, you won, right? Good. You did good.
Because of the accident, it felt a little different. It felt better. We needed the wins because we didn't have a whole lot of wins except for Carlos. Carlos was on a roll. And now we're back on a roll. We're back where we should be, you know, winning.
One person over here doing plyometrics, one person on this wall.
You can't dwell in the past. You gotta look towards the future. And his spirit will always be here as long as Mendez Boxing is in existence, and I'll never let it die. And if something happens to me, Jake will make it run.
I feel really honored in that I can keep his dream alive, and you got to keep the dream alive. You can't ever back down, and I think I learned that lesson from him.